I'm Rick Kaler. Thanks for joining me. Lost in all the hoopla over the government shutdown, defunding Obamacare, and raising the debt ceiling, are proposals contained in President Obama's budget that will have a significant impact on retirees, inheritors, and savers. Most of the president's proposals are aimed at enforcing higher taxes on savers who maximize their retirement plans. This is simply a way to raise revenue for government entitlement programs like subsidies for health insurance, Medicare, and Social Security. Now, back from last year is his proposal to cap contributions to IRAs and 401ks when the balance reaches a level determined by a set formula, which is tied to interest rates. The proposal sets the cap at $3.4 million initially. As interest rates rise, the cap will lower. So when a saver's IRA balance hits the cap, he or she will not be able or allowed to make any further contributions to any retirement plan. By some estimates, the cap could go as low as $2 million. Now, this will mostly affect savers who terminate employment and roll large accumulations from profit-sharing plans and lump sum distributions from defined benefit plans into their IRAs. It will shut down their ability to save into the future. It will also affect younger savers who will hit the cap maybe in their 40s or 50s. The president has yet another plan to end tax-deductible contributions for upper income earners. Only 28% of a contribution would be deductible for any tax payer whose bracket exceeds 28%. For a taxpayer in the highest bracket, this means a tax increase of about 50%. Another of the president's proposals would end the ability of anyone other than a spouse to inherit a tax-deferred IRA. Under the proposal, all non-spouses inheriting an IRA would have 5 years to terminate the IRA and pay income taxes on its distributions. This proposal really impacts Roth IRA conversions, as most parents will convert traditional IRAs to Roth with the intention of leaving their children a non-taxable sum of money that can continue to grow tax-free during their lifetime. If the president's proposal passes, many older savers will discover that the intention behind their Roth conversions has been nullified. While President Obama wants to cap what successful savers can stash away in retirement plans, he also wants to force employees to save for retirement. Employers will be required to open IRAs for every employee to fund the plan at a minimum of 3% of the employee's pay, unless the employee specifically opts out. The employee can contribute more than the 3%, up to the $5,000 cap for those under 50 and $6,000 for those over. Of course, savvy savers and readers of my columns and blogs know most of us need to be saving 20 to 50% of our salaries, depending on our ages. So saving just 3% of pay isn't going to amount to much in the way of retirement income, but it's a start. On the positive side, the president is wanting to end the required minimum distributions on IRA balances under $75,000. Now, this will reduce some paperwork for savers with smaller IRAs who are not making withdrawals. Typically, though, most retirees with a small IRA are those with less savings anyway, who really need to take withdrawals from their IRAs to make ends meet. So it's doubtful this rule change will really have much of an impact. Finally, the president proposes letting inherited non-spousal IRAs enjoy the same benefit of a 60-day rollover window in any distribution similar to what they can do with a non-inherited IRA. This will simply eliminate a lot of confusion, as most people don't understand the 60-day rollover provision does not include inherited IRAs. Of course, whether any or all of these proposals make it into law, it's anyone's guess. Anyone whose retirement and estate planning includes saving in IRAs will want to keep an eye on them as the budget moves through Congress. Thanks for joining me.